Now, moving on, we got probably aside from the championship fight, my fight that I'm most excited for. We got Brandon Rock Dog Royval, Josh Van. One question for you. Do you think Josh Van is ready?
Here's my rant of the podcast right here. All right, this is the fight of the night, guys. All right, this is a great fight, and
Yes.
I'm going with my third straight fucking underdog with Brandon Royval. All right, because
Ooh.
let me tell you guys, Joshua Van is sick. All right, he's got fucking hands. But if y'all haven't watched this man fight, and I know y'all haven't watched him fight, if y'all haven't watched Brandon Royval fight, go. That dude is a slick,
Monster.
scary, fast motherfucker. They call him Raw. You know why they call him Raw Dog, Ken?
The
This
Rock
man
Dog.
has three kids, three baby mothers. All right, this motherfucker is sick.
All right, welcome to another episode of Under the Canvas. I'm Ken with my co-host Nick. Episode 17. Big episode this week. Biggest fight card of the year. Super excited. What's up, Nick? How you been, man?
Doing good, brother. How about yourself? As you guys see, Ken's rich, so he's traveling yet
Okay, sorry.
again.
This has been crazy, man. They have me going all over, but hopefully I'll be back soon. Hopefully for this card I'll be back. But before we get started, just want you to get your quick thoughts on John Jones's retirement. That whole card in I can't even say it, pronounce the freaking name. The Roundtree and
Hell
uh
fight? Yes,
yeah,
no
yeah.
problem. No problem. No
So
problem.
it went exactly as we thought. Hill got dominated. Um, what did
J-
you think happened?
Jamal Hill, you're a bum. We've known you're a bum. If there's one thing I do on this show correctly, it's just say it how it is, and I'm rarely wrong, Ken. I'm very rarely wrong here. And Jamal Hill, you are a certified bum. Like this man went against Khalil Roundtree and got dominated. Like it wasn't close, bro. And then for the nerve of this man, when the fight was over, to be like, "What? That's the scorecard? I lost every round." Yes, bro, you lost every round. He lost. He was kicking the fucking leg off of you. He dropped you twice. Like, yes, you lost every round, brother. It wasn't even close. And now it's like, where do you go from here, Jamal? I don't want to hear you call for a belt for a long time, buddy. Back of the
Yeah,
line you go. It's sad to see such a fall off, but this all happens from stemming of not taking that first loss like a man. But there we go.
it's crazy too how like the fall from grace. Because remember when he beat Glover, everyone was just like so excited for him. Everyone thought he was going to
Yep.
be champ for a while. Everyone was like excited about his performance, and then he took that loss and he couldn't take it like a man, just like you said. And it's
Yep.
been downhill ever since. So three fight
Downhill
lo-
ever since.
3 fight losing streak, looking on the way down. But on the other side, on the way up, we got Roundtree. I think he did a great job with his performance. The only thing I think he needed to be a little bit more aggressive. I get the point of him being smart and the leg kicks
Yeah,
and just
I didn't like that though from him. In the
yeah, I
in the
didn't.
in the on the mic where he was like, "Yeah, like I'm gonna start fighting smart. Like if I'm ahead on the scorecard, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna be a smart championship level fighter." It's like, bro, that's not why we like you, bro. We
That's not
want
what
we
got
want
you
the
there.
yeah, we want to see you fight like you fought Alex. Like you gave Alex some problems.
Mhm.
Like be that guy, the guy that kicked the man that was on the floor and punted him against the cage. Like that's what I want to see. I don't want to see you win 5 round fights as a light heavyweight, bro. Like come on.
Yeah, yeah. I think post interview too, he mentioned that he looked back at the Alex Pereira fight and he what he said was that he didn't know that he was up on the scorecards, and if he would have go back, he would have fought the fight a little differently and maybe took off the last 2 rounds. And I didn't like him saying that either. I
First of
think he's
all, good
take
luck. Do it first. Yeah, good luck. But easier said than done, buddy.
yeah. I
Easier
don't know
said
what you're
than
gonna do
done.
about running around the cage and stuff, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was an okay card, but um, aside from
Okay.
that,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
Sadikov and dude, if you're an MMA fan, go watch that fight. It's probably gonna win fight of the year this year. That shit was so tough. The crowd was so loud for the native, and it was just fucking awesome, beginning to end. Just what a I literally was like this the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, it was insane, insane
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. Moda getting off that 75 punch combo was insane.
Shout out to the
Now Z
ref. Shout out to the
not
ref.
handled that perfectly. Any other ref would have stopped that. But yeah, just let him
Yeah,
fight, let him recover. Clearly wasn't in danger. But yeah, other than that, I mean, Faziev did what he was supposed to do with Bahamundes. I think Bahamundes was a little
bit
he
off
was
more
being
than he can chew.
that, and I think he was trying to stick to his game plan a little more. I don't know what those spinning kicks were he continuously tried to do that weren't working. But yeah, Faziev went in there, did exactly what he did, just sat behind his jab and just did a good job, man. We'll see what happens.
That's what happens when you. That's what happens when you're cornered by a loser like Bilal. Those are the results that you fucking get.
You can't stay up that Bilal hatred. But
Yeah.
anyways, um, aside from that, the fights were okay. The main event was okay. Big news, obviously, Dana White came on press conference and Sarah Bakhtu and randomly just drops the bomb on us saying that John Jones is retired, finally putting all this shit to end, like we've been saying. Nick, you've been saying this since
Since
October
he fought
2024.
Miocic, I already knew that was his last fight.
So I'm glad we put it behind us. What do you think? Are you excited for any Aspinall news at this point?
No, that division is whack. I need to see like these young guns come up first, but like all these matchups, like whether it be Gon or Gilton or Volkov, like none of that shit interests me. So I need like this Taliesin Teixeira dude to start get going, and these other fun guys that can make it fun, or Alex moving up, or we need some fun shit. But that heavyweight division is in some trouble for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Only thing that can come save him is Alex putting on a couple pounds and moving up. But
Or
we'll see. How,
Francis, I hear you want to come back, Francis. The door's open, buddy.
he might, but Dana sure doesn't want him there. It seems like he hates the dude. So,
That's cap. I think Dana's capping, but it's okay, Dana. Hide your pride. Hide your pride.
all right. So moving on, biggest fight card of the year. Usually, we got Toporia versus Oliveira. We'll just go over the main card again, and then we'll put up the pics on the Instagram for the entire
Yeah,
card.
yeah,
But just
yeah,
starting
yeah.
off with the first fight in the main card, we got your boy Peyton Talbot, cornered by Frank Ocean, and now Izzy Adesanya. He was training with him, fighting Felipe
um,
Lima.
I think, like I said, you Payton's the underdog in this fight because they're worried about his takedown defense. I'm pretty confident that that should be the only thing he's been working on since his last fight. I think we're gonna see a better version of our guy this time around. I'm still
Your
not
guy.
fucking with him. Yeah, well, I'm still not fucking with him because he's fucking Frank Ocean. But besides that, if for pick wise, it's a great pick. Underdog, Peyton Talbot, bounce back. I think he's worked on that takedown defense. I think that's why he's on this card. Felipe's a stand up guy to begin with. I think he'll get it done.
Yep. Yeah. Same thing. Payton's a plus 150, so I'm taking that all day. I think he's gonna come back, bounce back, probably some type of second round knockout or stoppage. I think Felipe is just gonna try to march forward, and then we're gonna see
Correct.
Payton just do what he usually does, go back to his old, just knocking people out pretty fast.
Yep.
That doesn't mean he's gonna be back, but I think he's gonna bounce back, just at least for this fight. So we'll see what
Correct.
happens. Now, this fight was originally scheduled before it was canceled. Um, Benil Dairouche and Moicano, Money Moicano. You think it's gonna play out how we thought it was gonna play out before, or
Yes,
you
I'm
think
still going with I'm still taking another underdog here. I'm gonna go with Dariush.
okay?
I think people forget Dariush is just as high of a black belt as Moicano is. I think that the grappling will separate itself out between the two of them. Um, I think that it's gonna be coming down to the hands, and I think Dariush has got the better hands out of the two of them. So I'm confident. I think Moicano gets his wins against guys that can't wrestle. He gets that ground and pound, slices you open pretty bad. Um, that's his strong suit, getting guys on the ground. Jalen Turner, Benoit, Saint Denis, those guys, he exploited the ground and pound, busting them up pretty bad. But a guy like Beneil, I think, holds his own. I think it's a stand up fight. I think it's a big step up. Beneil's a really good guy, a really good fighter. I think he gets him.
What are you thinking? Stoppage, or you think he's just gonna go decision?
I think Beneil beats him by decision. I could see Moicano getting knocked out too, though, because Moicano's been dropped a lot.
He's been
A
chinny
lot, a lot,
lately.
a lot, a
He's
lot.
been chinny.
Dariush got hands, man. He got hands. He's annoying as shit. He looks like a physics teacher. But he fucking people forget. They're like, oh, he's old. He's really not that old. He just looks old, guys. He's actually him and Moicano are separated by 14 days, 14 days apart. So they're the same age. Um, I think Benil gets this done. I think it's a huge step up for Moicano, but I don't think he matches up well with a guy like Dariush.
Yeah, I'm just scared that Moicano's gonna try to strike with him and just move forward. And I think that's where Benil kind of shines, is just the counter strikes. I mean, we've seen him
Yep,
knock out people from just being on the outside and waiting. And I think Benil's probably going to be a little bit more patient. But I agree with you. I think
correct.
it's probably going to be a decision. Hopefully, it's not boring, but because Moic
Benil fought Gamrot, who's very
and
similar to Moicano, and he made it
beat
look
the
very
shit out of him.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he made it look very easy. You can argue Gamrot has better grappling than Moicano, so it was. I think it's a very similar matchup.
hmm Now moving on, we got probably my, aside from the championship fight, my fight that I'm most excited for. We got Brandon Rock Dog Royval, Josh Van. One question for you: do you think Josh Van is ready?
Here's my rant of the podcast right here. All right. This is the fight of the night, guys. All right, this is a great fight, and
Yes.
I'm going with my third straight fucking underdog with Brandon Royval. All right, because
Ooh,
let me tell you guys, Joshua Van is sick. All right, he's got fucking hands. But if y'all haven't watched this man fight, and I know y'all haven't watched him fight, if y'all haven't watched Brandon Royval fight, go. That dude is a slick,
monster.
scary, fast motherfucker. And they
Yeah.
call him Raw. You know why they call him Raw Dog, Ken?
The
This
raw
man
dog.
has three kids, three baby mothers. All right, this motherfucker is sick. All right, I love this dude. He's been training for this. Van took this on short notice. I don't think he's had enough for this big step up. If Van had a full camp, I'm probably picking Van. Right? I think there's a little recency bias going to these odds because Van looked so good in his last fight. Um, but like I said, guys, this is Royval's a huge step up in competition. This guy has finished guys like Kai Kara France. He's dropped guys like Brandon Moreno. You know what I'm saying? Like Brandon Royval's a huge step up. Like so, if I just think that it's too quick. If it was a full camp, I probably would have picked Van. But with Royval preparing 6 months for this, being full in training and winning this and knowing he gets a title shot, I'm gonna go with Raw Dog with these fucking underdog values. He's a slight pick 'em right now, and I'm
Yeah.
taking him.
Yeah, I think that's safe. I think Josh Van, man, I'm huge. Everyone's a huge fan. I don't know anyone that
Huge
doesn't like
fan.
this guy.
Huge fan.
Fights exactly how everyone wants him to fight. But the issue is he has a problem with his takedown defense. And we know
Yep.
Brandon on the ground is nuts. So
Slick as hell. Yep.
yeah, I see either a sub or it's going to be a pretty easy decision. It's too short of a notice for Josh. I think if, like you said, if he had a full camp, he probably would have had a better chance. But I think Royval is just a better fighter all around right now, and it might be a little bit too much. But again, fucking
Yep.
applause for just stepping up when we needed him most and making this fight happen. Because with Manal injured, I think if Josh Vian gets this win, you got to start looking at him to potentially either for that number one contender fight again, or
Yeah.
throw him in there with fucking Pantoja
Yeah.
if
It's
that's the
true.
case. So
It's
all
true.
right, so moving on, we got our first of the two title fights. We got Alexander Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Do you think Kai has any chance?
I think he has a puncher's chance. Everybody has a puncher's chance, but I see Pantoja making this very boring. Um, Either he gets a sub, or it's just gonna be a I take you down every round type of thing. Kai Kara fans got hands, and there's always a puncher's chance, but I don't even think Pantoja's gonna let him throw any punches. So um, I'm just gonna run with Pantoja in a boring fight.
Boring fight. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's tough because I think Pantoja is like underappreciated right now. He's not. He is not. He's just. He should be in the at least in the top three, in my opinion, for pound, just with his defense titles right now. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think it's probably going to be a boring decision for him. Either that, or it's going to look similar to the his previous fight when he fought Asakura, where
yeah,
he's just gonna take him down second round and sub him real quick. And like you said, Kai may have a puncher's chance, but I just don't think he's on the same level as Pantoja. And he's just too much championship metal on him, and I think he's gonna kind of run through him.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so moving on, main event: Ilya El Matador Toporia, Charles Oliveira. What are you thinking, man? This is hard. I
Guys,
know.
have you not listen? Have you not caught my drift? I'm going dogs all fucking night. All right, guys.
Ah,
I am picking Charles plus 350. Are you guys
jeez.
insane? Like at that point, it don't matter to me. I like I said, Topuria is sick. He's got. I don't know if the power translates up in this weight class. It's a huge jump. Um, the way Charles is talking and preparing, he said he's gonna walk into the fire. He's gonna fucking walk him down. Saint Topuria said round one. Charles says round two for him. So um, like I said, Topuria is going to really have to show me he can grapple. I don't think anybody's tested him up to this point. He hasn't had to use that grappling that he says that he has. Everybody has a black belt nowadays. Everyone says they have a black belt. They just hand those shits out like candy. But when you get in there, you see actually who's the grapplers and who are not. I know Charles can grapple. So for me, it's just like, and I know he can strike too. So I think Toporia's got the better hands for sure. The thing is, he better hopes the power must translate because if the power doesn't translate, I think he's gonna get himself in some trouble. Like I said, Charles is a huge step up. Like look at the size of Volk, and then look at the size of a guy like Charles. Like it's a huge difference. Like you're talking about three times the size. Like it doesn't seem like a big jump up. It's a huge jump up. Like if you
Mhm.
put Charles has a four like height advantage, he has like a
Yeah,
five reach advantage. Like he's just a bigger man in there. So I think Taporia's gonna have to get in there. I think Charles is gonna be setting up a lot of traps, and we're gonna see if he could grapple, man. If he can grapple, he'll be fine. He can win this easy. Topuria can easily win, but Charles at that much to get three times my money back, I'm not passing that up. So
yeah. I mean, only thing I could say about that is Ilya just fought Max, and Max, if you remember the fight before he got knocked out, he fought Justin Gaethje at lightweight. So
yeah,
it's not like Max is a small dude either. I know he moved down um over at 145, but again, I think it's gonna the power's gonna translate just fine. And we all thought that Max had this granite chin that is just impossible for him to get knocked out. And so look what happened. And then we all know one thing about Charles is he's the most chinny guy that we have that is still like championship material. So
we'll
I
see.
think,
But like he's fought the big punchers. He's fought your Dustin Poiriers. He's fought your Justin Gaethjes. He's fought Max Holloway. You know what I'm saying? Charles has fought these guys already. He's fought fucking Makachev. He's fought Armin. Like he's fought guys that fucking can swing that bitch. You know? So for me it's
Mhm,
just like, all right, Topuria can't be cool with just dropping. Like you can't be cool just dropping it. You're gonna have to like go finish him. Like he's saying he's
mhm,
talking big. I think Topuria, that's the problem with these guys. Like I said, I go a lot on ability and then how I see you personally. Like how you're like Jamal Hill. Like I knew Jamal Hill was fucked when I heard how he was talking and the way he was
mhm,
acting outside the ring. Topuria, what I've noticed so far, he got rid of his coaches, his longtime coaches that got him there. He's separated. He's in a whole new camp. I don't like that at all. Those are the guys that got you to the big dance and rode with you and you switch camps. You're focused on your brother, like training your brother at the same time. You're just talking about he's looking ahead too much. Oh, I can beat Armin. Armin better hope he doesn't get into. Oh, you're not fighting Armin. Oh, I can dominate Islam. Islam doesn't want this fight. You're not fighting Islam. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? You're fighting Charles Oliveira. Focus on the guy that is in front of you. I say it every time. When you're not focused on that guy, bad things happen. And I think that Charles right now has his eyes set on one man. And for me, I feel like Charles came in here, felt disrespected off rip. Like, I earned the number one contender spot already, and now like this is it. Like, I have to fight a guy that just jumped out of nowhere and says he's the guy. Like, no, like I'm the guy. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get it. I think Charles is just more locked in right now. I think he's more locked in.
Okay. All right. I mean, to be fair, Ilya, he always has been like that. Since he was a top 10 contender, he's always been talking about when I get my belt, when I beat this guy. He's just a confident guy. But I do agree with that whole camp thing. That probably was a disagreement in him moving up in weight classes. They probably thought he shouldn't have. And he thought, oh, yeah, I should move up. So,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll see what happens. And just give me your final prediction. Charles by what?
I'm gonna go Charles by submission, and I'm gonna even
All right.
call the submission for you. I think we see Charles by triangle choke.
Triangle. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens.
And if this hits,
Ah,
guys, I'm telling you, if this hits, this may be
three
my
times
last
your
time on the
money.
pod. It might be the last time on the pod. I told y'all about JDM, and y'all didn't want to listen to me. I told you about Yuri against Jamal. Y'all didn't want to listen. I told you John Jones was tiring. I told you all this stuff, guys. You guys don't listen to me. I'm trying to
Yeah.
tell you. Watch. I watched Toporia
Nickstradamus.
gonna
Listen,
do it.
listen, listen to Nickstradamus.
Oh, and Tracy Cortez fights, guys. So if y'all want a treat, tune into those prelims, baby, because that thing
God,
was thanging on the treadmill this morning, Ken. That thing was
nobody.
thanging.
I don't care about that shit. She can get
Yo,
out of
I'll
here.
care.
Oh,
I
yeah. All
care.
right.
International Fight Week, I'll be all in there, Tracy. Hit me up afterwards. Come on the pod, girl. Come on the pod.
All right. So yeah, those are our picks for our main card. We'll give you guys a recap of it early next
Oh,
week.
before we finish, we'll talk about this on the next video. Toporia's little brother has a fight signed. All right? Has a fight signed. I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all see it announced soon. Just remember I said it. Malcolm Wellmaker is gonna fight Toporia's little brother. Can't wait for that. And Leon Edwards is gonna
Ooh,
fight
yes.
is gonna fight my boy Michael Morales and in London and get his fucking ass whooped. But I just want to let y'all know those two are on the horizon. This is great. It's great shit.
Right on schedule. Getting all the old guys and bringing all the new guys in because that Michael Morales guy is a killer.
Main event, Michael Morales, man. But
Yeah.
both the Topuria brothers are about to take some L's because let me tell you, Malcolm Wellmaker is a motherfucker, man.
All right. So yeah, we'll come back up with a reaction and then our thoughts on the whole card early next week. That's it, guys. Thank you.